we are now live on the magisterial live stream for Modernists. And a bunch of stuff has come out since the last time I streamed. So, once I see some folks showing up and watching, I will start showing all the cool new thingies. But until then, one of the most obvious new thingies is the character Daredevil is in the game, as you can see on my card here. And I have the Punisher here, who ironically, because this is the TV show Punisher skin, has a Daredevil logo in the background behind him. So there's that. They have so far not released a TV show based Daredevil skin. I am doing well. Everyone, as far as I know, as well. They are all good. She may come on to moderate the chat here. Who knows? Depend on if she's paying attention to her alerts about me going live. Before someone asks, yes, I watched Weapons. I don't know. Can you minister to a modernist? I will not spoil it. But it is a pretty good horror movie. I like that they came up with... I mean, it's not an original concept in the sense of being invented out of whole cloth. They're using something from... This isn't a spoiler, I don't think. They're using something from, like, broader, you know, horror folklore and stuff, right? Like, so it's something within that realm. So it's not like they just randomly invented something. But, it's not just sort of the standard horror movie trope, as it were, or set of tropes. So, and the reason I saw it is it's on HBO Max now, so you can watch it there if you have an HBO Max subscription. Man, Frank's gonna have trouble if he keeps cracking his neck like that. Like, it just seems like a lot of cracking. Doesn't seem healthy. So there's a bunch of stuff. They're doing the Halloween stuff. So, for example, there's this spooky Namor skin. Since they went with the whole vibe of him being Hispanic, sort of Hispanic, not really Hispanic actually. It's actually technically he would be like a Mayan in Wakanda Forever. They did a Dios de los Muertos thing, and then yes, they did the ultra cute. The ultra cute Jeff skin. Which includes him, instead of eating a fish, he eats a piece of candy. Everybody got this free emote, pumpkin head emote. They had previously, also since the last stream, I think they did this like car racing bundle with Squirrel Girl and Thor. I don't know how thematic that is, but it's a thing, nonetheless. I'll show the and this is they did the Hulk Maestro skin. If you want Old Man Hulk. So there have been a few skins. I'll show the Daredevil 2099 skin later when I show some Daredevil stuff. But so the big Halloween thing, they have this reward deal where you could get a Dia de los Muertos penny skin. But this is the big thing. Marvel Zombies. Zombie mode. So, I'm not going to play it. So, this has difficulty settings. It's a PvE mode. It's a PvE mode. So, you can see how far Trisha and I have gotten. We have not beaten Nightmare 1 yet. But we have beaten it on normal, hard, and extreme. We were playing Nightmare 1 earlier. But for purposes of this stream where I'm talking, potentially answering questions, but only half paying attention, I'm going to play it on normal so you guys can see what it's all about. So you actually level up in this. There are only 5 characters you could use. But as you level up, you get points and stuff you could use to modify your abilities with the different characters. And skill trees and stuff. So you can see I'm currently level 32. Got a bunch of points. You get points with all the characters every time you level up. So you don't have to like just choose one to specialize in. But so it's Thor, Jeff, Magic, Punisher, and Blade. I usually play Blade in it. They've already hinted that they're going to do another PvE mode soon. That's going to be the X-Men fighting Sentinels. So that could be cool. But for now, I will demo for you, albeit on low difficulty, the Zombies mode. Feel free to ask questions and stuff at whatever point. Yes, it may be an Ugaritic death curse that brought forth these zombies.
You have one task, my fist. Locate the Queen of the Dead and end her. But the path will be fraught with peril.
Moonlight never fades, and neither do I.
So the plot of this is based on
Told Spectre I'd carry on his legacy.
These zombies have been corrupted by chaos magic.
On the TV show more than the comic. But of course the TV show was based on the comic. You also, as you play, you get these upgrade cards that you can purchase as you work your way through to upgrade your abilities.
I sense more zombies near the Baxter building. Eliminate them.
So originally, the term Marvel Zombie was a self-used term for Marvel fans starting in the 1960s, Marvel Comics fans.
Watch this place closely.
And then, when zombie movies became popular,
Be wary of this location, friends.
they did a comic called Marvel Zombies that was an alternate universe where a zombie outbreak happened. So you get zombie versions of superheroes. That other Blade up there apparently has not played this yet, so he doesn't know that you activate the next thing by everybody forming up in the circle. But so this could take longer than it needs to. And then they made a TV show based on the comic. And the main thing from the TV show that's in this is that Moon Knight has gotten killed and Blade has become the new Fist of the Egyptian god Khonshu.
A trail of chaos magic.
Okay, maybe I chose too low of a level. I don't know. I don't know that you guys are getting the full experience by how fast this is going.
I'm cutting in.
I'm also not seeing chat, so I'm wondering if maybe people have gotten... There you go. Yeah, I could do a harder one next. Because this is going to be fast at this rate.
Like... The zombies approaches, and there is no way out.
Okay. Well, having heard about ads, I will do the De Rigueur announcement.
My avatar shall clear the path for you.
Go ahead and ask the numbers question. Hit me with it. We just started Deuteronomy in real time. What was I gonna say?
Taste cold steel.
Now the really funny thing is that the whole Marvel Zombies thing, series that came out, was so popular in the comics that DC Comics decided to do their own version, and they called it Deceased. See what they did there?
Vengeance in Spectre's name.
Investigate the powerful energy in the Grand Central Terminal lobby.
In the Grand Central Terminal lobby. So that was, in case you couldn't tell because it went so fast, we had to defend that idol of Khonshu from the hordes, which were not that much because I'm playing on normal. Oh, what I was going to do is I'm going to do the ad announcement. If you don't want to see ads and you have Amazon Prime, I'm not asking for people's money. But if you have Amazon Prime, you get a free sub every month. You can give me some of Jeff Bezos' money. He doesn't need it. So this is the first boss fight. Undead Namor. And so this boss fight, he takes off into the air. He's got a shield on so you can't damage him. So you have to kill his squids. And as you kill his squids, it gradually knocks down his shield. And then he'll land, and then you can fight him. So in terms of numbers 25, and Phineas having a perpetual thing. So, yeah. So, one of the arguments that from very early on, Rabbinic Judaism has tried to use against Christianity was pointing to passages like that. Because that's not the only thing. It's not just Phineas's priesthood. It's the Levitical priesthood in general. It's the covenant. It's the temple. There are all kinds of things that are said to be these eternal ordinances. And they've said, see, so these are eternal, therefore Christianity can't be true. And this is why you find an Exhibit A of this is St. John Chrysostom's homilies against the Judaizers. You find Christians pointing out, like, Well, you don't have a priesthood at all to rabbinic Judaism. You don't have a priesthood at all. You don't have a temple at all, right? You don't have these sacrifices at all that you were supposed to do as a eternal perpetual ordinance, right? So, while Christianity has them in a transformed fashion, rabbinic Judaism simply does not have them. And so, the argument that these were supposed to be eternal actually cuts the other way, right?
My essence is partially restored. I shall clear the rear zombies. You must regroup at the forward position.
Taste cold steel.
Yeah. And so all of those things that are eternal, but that doesn't mean that they never take on a modified form or a fulfilled form with the coming of the Messiah. So the priesthood is fulfilled in the coming of the Messiah, in Christ's priesthood. The temple is fulfilled. The Torah is fulfilled and renewed. So they remain because they're eternal, but they don't remain in their initial form. Yes, transfigured is a good word. Renewed. Yeah.
I can sense traces of the Queen of the Dead's energy. The truth lies close, deep within the underground theater.
There are slight spoilers for the Disney Plus animated Marvel Zombies show, if you haven't seen it yet. In that, you know, you're going to see the Queen of the Dead and who that is.
A zombie onslaught. This must be a trap. Destroy the undead city, or more will surely swarm in.
Well, yes, and you have to remember descendants in terms of sons of, you know, who are the sons of Phineas? Well, they're faithful priests who are zealous for the purity of God's sanctuary, right? Not just biological, or even primarily biological descendants. So, the Marvel Zombies TV show is not, like, terrific, but it's only 4 episodes. So, it's basically an animated movie that they broke into 4 pieces.
I'm ready for whatever that witch throws at me. Hell yeah.
Yes, I did. I'll do it again after this with a higher difficulty so you can get a better idea.
Safe travels, adventurers.
So what would the Amos quote have to do with instrumental music? So yes, the undead Scarlet Witch is the Queen of the Dead. Yeah, so you're not really getting a good idea of the phases of this fight because it's going too fast.
Vengeance in Spectre's name!
Triumph! The world is cleansed once more. What
sorry little point total did I get? Yeah, like... yeah, let me give you a better idea. Yeah, I think that's stretching. Because David was not a priest. So he didn't go into the tabernacle.
You have one task, my fist. Locate the Queen of the
I think
Dead.
Punisher can be good on this mode, but a lot of his stuff is sort of single target.
Light never fades.
So you got to play it a little differently, a little strategically. So I think that's stretching. You hear a lot about this, you know, oh, there were instruments in temple worship, and I'm not sure what that means.
Corrupted by chaos magic.
Like, there were horns and trumpets that were blown to signal the beginnings of feasts, for example. So that's true, right? There's, and you hear references in Psalms to praising God with musical instruments, right? But, like, people didn't go and have a worship service at the temple on the Sabbath. Like, that's not a thing. People other than the priests didn't go to the temple at all, really. They were in the outer courts praying, maybe. But they didn't go there and, like, hold a service that a priest presided over.
I sense more zombies near the Baxter building.
Wow, even hard may be too low level. Well, we'll see what happens. Well, yeah, I mean, when the father of the family was offering the sacrifices back in the patriarchal period, you know.
Taste cold steel. Vengeance in Spectre's name.
Oi. Yeah, so none of those, well, there's all kinds of problems with that. So number one, thinking that we can make a broad generalization like that about 3rd and 4th century church fathers is wrong-headed right off the bat. Because we don't have most of what they wrote. Right? Even if he's reading everything in Greek and has read everything that we have still, that still exists to this day, that's not the majority of what was written in the 3rd and 4th century by church fathers. It's the minority. So we can't make any generalizations from that.
A massive horde of zombies approaches.
The fact that
There's no way out.
you have, like, say, Basil the Great writing the Hexameron right on the 6 days doesn't mean, right, like, doesn't mean that,
Vengeance in Spectre's name.
that St. Basil the Great liked Genesis 1 better than Genesis 2. In fact, if you read most of the fathers, I don't know any fathers who distinguish Genesis 1 and 2 as separate stories. That's very much a modern scholarship thing.
My avatar shall clear the path for you.
So unless he was just kind of saying, of the patristic material we have more about Genesis 1 than we do about Genesis 2, then I say, oh, okay. But I don't know how much that's worth, right, overall. It'll probably be good if I turned my Vampiric Regeneration on.
The zombies are
So there's the Khonshu idol.
my spirit.
In Spectre's name.
Yeah, so I would chalk that up,
Vengeance in Spectre's
right.
name.
I mean, that's not some kind of heresy or something about Genesis 1 and 2. It's just, I think that's making too broad and confident a statement based on the available data.
investigate the powerful energy in the Grand Central Terminal lobby.
For all I know, that whole answer got eaten by a commercial, but... Okay, Zombie Namor incoming.
The former king of the seas has fallen to the dead. Beware, Namor.
Okay, where are them's goods?
Vengeance in Spectre's name!
Yay, I got the kill.
Take them out.
So this difficulty is still low. I can still take questions, folks. Unless you're just mesmerized by the battle with Zombie Namor, which is, you know, fair enough. If so. Oh, yeah. Yeah, so he already has the assumption that Genesis 1 and 2 are just separate stories. And may even potentially contradict each other. Some of them explode when you kill them on higher difficulty levels.
Vengeance in Spectre's name!
My essence is partially restored. I shall clear the rear zombies. You must regroup at the forward position.
Yeah, so as a liberal Protestant, they're going to take for granted that Genesis 1 and 2 are completely separate stories, may contradict each other, you know, and making broad generalizations about the fathers is kind of par for the course in a lot of Protestantism.
Just a touch more moonlight. Stay calm.
As you level up and you spend those power-ups, your characters get so powerful that these lower difficulties, you just blast through them like this.
Slice and dice. I was born ready.
A zombie onslaught. This must be a trap.
Right, so you have to understand, for most Protestants, you can only ever say most Protestants, right? Because Protestantism is not like one group, right? But for most Protestants, being a church father doesn't convey any kind of special authority. So when they say church father, they really just mean writer from the early centuries of Christianity. And so they'll throw in Origen, Tertullian,
Proceed to Avengers Tower.
you know, whoever else.
Queen of the Dead's magic coalescing there.
The issue of whether they're a saint or not, right? For example, if you're a Protestant, like, not really an issue in the same way it is for us. Yeah. Getting teleported.
Safe travels, adventurers.
Okay, so maybe we'll kill her a little slower. You can see the phases at least. So this is the main thing. She does multiple channels and throws down those stun things. Moves around.
Vengeance in Spectre's name! Takes cold steel.
So then she bubbles. And while she's bubbled, she does damage to everybody. So you have to break the bubble before she kills everybody. And then when you break the bubble, she's stunned there for a few seconds. That's sort of the bubble phase.
Vengeance in Spectre's name!
And then this is the last phase. She's building up to a giant explosion. And so this is basically a DPS race at this point.
Vengeance in Spectre's name!
Triumph. The world is
And she
cleansed
dead.
once more.
But so frequently, the first couple, every time you move up to a higher difficulty, the first couple matches you try and do, you end up dying to her. You fail that DPS race and she blows up at the end and kills everybody. So that is the zombie mode. Let me go spend my points. I just got a point because I leveled up. So Trisha and I have a new meme now too. So she usually plays Jeff when we do Marvel Zombies. And okay, I guess the man of 1,000 heresies just doesn't want to play with me. There she is. So one of the cards he can buy. Why are you copying my card, bro? Anyway. So, one of the cards you can buy with Jeff causes him to physically grow. Right? Like, as you progress through the thing and get kills and stuff. And so she bought that card like yesterday. That mode just came out yesterday. And so we're in the early games, and so we didn't even know that that's what the card did. So she gets this card, and her Jeff is just getting bigger and bigger and bigger until it's like bigger than every other character in the game. Like it's like the size of the bosses, right? And we didn't even know why, but someone else on our team all of a sudden says in the chat, "Why you are a whale?" So, "Why you are a whale" is our new Marvel Rivals meme.
You'll need a top-notch team to win this one.
They call me D-Tongue now, but Daredevil will do.
What do I have against Monticello? Well, yeah, other than the fact that Jefferson was a virulent opponent of Christianity. And yes, I have the original yellow and brown Daredevil colors here. Jefferson, in addition to being a virulently anti-Christian and, you know, doing his own revised Bible,
It's time for me to make a
also, you know, had slaves who he raped when cheating on his wife. And when they got pregnant, he trafficked the children. And he was a Democrat, which is the really horrible part.
always the same as doing what's right. And yet you have the
But so yeah, I don't think we should have a monument to such a person. I would rather have a monument to a saint
5, 4, 3, 2,
or Christ himself.
Come, Herbie. Avengers Tower awaits.
So as you can see with Daredevil, once you get past the immediate area, right, you get like his blindness echolocation sense, see? Where everything's in outline.
back to my old self.
But you can also see everyone, so you can see people through walls and stuff because of his senses. Right? And you can tag people and then smack them with sticks.
I summon the seas.
He's also got his little grapnel launcher. But you can see everybody. You can see invisible characters. So he is like the bane of Invisible Woman everywhere. Because Invisible Woman players are used to being able to, like, hide, you know? They disappear and no one can see them and they try to sneak around. But Daredevil will just run up smack, you know?
I see you.
almost there. Don't turn back now. The vehicle reached a checkpoint. Keep up the momentum.
On the hunt.
I'm on the way to Avengers Tower. Follow me. Money needs a hand sometimes. Or a dagger.
It's that thing where he's whipping his stick cable around him is a deflect.
This hunk is radiating supernatural energy.
I see you.
And Daredevil screaming, "Pay for your sins," before he hits somebody with a big stick in the head. It's just kind of cool.
Come, Herbie. Avengers Tower awaits.
There! Don't turn back now!
Blind justice. I unleash the Vishanti's power. I think I could go a few more rounds.
So, secret comic book theory. I don't think, since Daredevil's blind and can't therefore see color, I don't think he knew this costume was yellow. I think he thinks his costume was always red.
Trouble has arrived. We need to get Herbie to
You couldn't be saved. I see you. Shall we, my mechanical friend?
Double KO! Vehicle reached a checkpoint. Keep up the momentum.
Yes, he can see zero colors.
Behold, Dark Child!
Now, based on the sound effect,
No escape.
based on the sound effects, I think they're actually going with Ben Affleck movie Daredevil, which is that Daredevil has sonar. He just has a radar sense.
Avengers Tower.
So visually,
In your way.
this looks more like in the comic with the radar sense. But do you hear that sound? That bong? That sounds like a sonar blip.
Keep your balance, you two. Stay in control.
So close! This is your big chance!
I see you. Follow me to the home of the mightiest heroes. No escape.
There could be.
Back to my old self.
Because, I mean, there is a Deadpool and Wolverine skin. And Deadpool and Wolverine spray. Which means Deadpool and Wolverine is canon for Marvel Rivals. And that had Jennifer Garner Elektra in it. Let's have a love fest. The Man of 1000 Heresies is currently playing the ghost of Doctor Strange. Oh, you know what I forgot to do? I forgot to... Since these are the Daredevil skins I have. This was a free one from Disney Plus, which is just recolored blue. So I guess he's a Blue Devil. So I guess Duke. I don't know. $20.99. So the most underread book of the Old Testament is, I think, well, the most underread book of the Hebrew Bible, I think, is Leviticus. And if more people read it, they would understand sacrifice and atonement and all of that, and therefore a whole lot of central aspects of Christianity a whole lot better. If we're talking about the Christian Old Testament, yeah. As opposed to the Christian Old Testament,
You'll need a top-notch team to win this one.
They call me detailed.
I might go with Second Maccabees for similar reasons. The understanding of sacrifice and its relationship to martyrdom, I think, is critically important to understanding a lot of the New Testament, especially the Gospels and Acts.
Escape pod ready. Escape passage.
And, you know, there's a vast swath of especially American Christians who don't even have Second Maccabees in their Bible, let alone read it. But I don't kid myself into thinking there's a lot of
Before you attack,
Roman
get
Catholic and
ready.
Orthodox people reading Second Maccabees that regularly either. But yeah, so to me, underread, right? Underread means like underrated, right? So, like, First and Second Chronicles, there's good stuff there.
Battle starts in 5.
But if you're familiar with the stories from First and Second Kings,
1.
and really First and Second Samuel, but if you're familiar with those stories from the parallel books,
I prefer
you know, you're not losing as much as you're losing by not being familiar with Leviticus,
they look like
right? Similarly with Numbers, there's good stuff in there, but a lot of the most important stuff in there, like the snake being lifted up in the wilderness and those kind of things, people are aware of even if they haven't read it, you know, per se. They haven't spent a lot of time reading it, but they still know. So that's why I don't think it's whereas Leviticus, I think, is not read, and there's more content in there that is, I think, more important theologically. Or put it another way, if someone was asking me, hey, which books of the Old Testament do you think are most important to read? I think Leviticus would rank higher than Numbers or Chronicles on my list. And therefore, the fact that it's not read makes it more underread.
Justice never rests. Us against the world.
Well, I got him to pop his ult at least.
You still have to deal with the devil.
shields up.
Not a lot of questions tonight. I mean,
What am I? Invisible?
okay.
I'm doing this my way! Hellfire! Behold the god of thunder!
Yeah, so what's translated as glory to the God in the highest, or glory be to God on high, or other different ways, is really glory to the Most High God. And so,
Help get that vehicle to its destination. All eyes over here.
you will find glory to the Most High God. You will find similar phrases in lots of different ancient religions because they all had a Most High God, right? Like, although they differed about who that was.
You're halfway there. Keep going. Invisible?
You still have to deal with the devil.
But that same phrase,
Chaos! Us against the world!
I don't think so, because what I was about to say is you find a similar phrase, glory be to God Most High, for example. For example, in Melchizedek says that, right, when he's sacrificing with Abraham. Right? He says it in Hebrew, but, right, glory be to God Most High. So that phrase, you know, appears earlier in the scriptures, too. In terms of Christmas, no, it's pretty clear that the Feast of the Nativity on December 25th stems from the addition of the Feast of the Annunciation on March 25th, after the Council of Nicaea. So the Council of Nicaea happens in 325. Yeah, you get the Feast of the Annunciation on March 25th. If that's Christ's conception, then 9 months, December 25th, and you see, you know, 325, right? And then you see the Feast of the Nativity emerge, right, at the end of the 4th century, right? So 50 years later in Rome, you know, you have the Nativity of Christ being celebrated on December 25th, so.
Was that truly your best?
You're not going anywhere.
I will not allow my wife to dress the dogs. I think that is an indignity that should not be visited upon our canine friends.
You still have to deal with the devil.
I'm doing this my way.
Us against the world! A nice deep freeze. That one hurts. I wanna not die. You are nothing!
Yes. Someone brought me a box of raisin bread as a gift. In honor of that tale. Yeah, I told Father Andrew at the Lord of Spirits conference that we really missed out because John Cena is having his last wrestling match, right? Like ever in December,
I like the cold.
and they're selling like VIP tickets to that show for literally like $16,000. And if you get a VIP ticket to that show, one of the things you get for the VIP ticket is you get to give John Cena gifts. So you pay extra money in order to be able to give John Cena gifts. I'm like, how did we not think of this for the Lord of Spirits conference? VIP tickets to give us gifts.
Reach the checkpoint. Keep
This
up
is
the
brilliant.
momentum.
So, probably somebody who's already wrestled, honestly, like in his farewell tour. I probably would have had Randy Orton be his last opponent, honestly, because that was the big rivalry for years. Like they were maybe eventing Raw, pay-per-views, everything for years, the two of them.
Don't let anything stand
So probably Randy Orton, all things being equal. But they already kind of did that on his farewell tour. Going from where we are now, if I could get anybody, right, I would probably get Edge, but of course he's at AEW, so we can't get him. Batista isn't ready to wrestle.
Only 60 seconds left.
So everybody's assuming John Cena's last match is probably going to be Gunther, if Gunther's able to come back from his nasal surgery for it, which will be a good match, and he'll put over Gunther, and that's all good. No criticisms of that as an idea.
Down to 30 seconds.
The minority view is that it's going to be Dominic Mysterio, which I think would be hysterical, but I don't think they'll actually do.
Justice never rests.
The final 10 seconds. A nice deep breath.
But honestly, what I would do right now, right, all things being equal, with the people we have to work with and everything, right, I would, at Survivor Series, have John Cena wrestle Dominic Mysterio and have him win the Intercontinental belt, because he's never held the Intercontinental belt.
Double KO.
And then drop the Intercontinental belt to Gunther in his last match. That's what I would do with Cena right now, like if I was just booking from here forward. So he could add having had the Intercontinental title to his resume, do the whole I was a Grand Slam champion thing, and give the Intercontinental belt back to Gunther and let him have another good long run with it. And just sort of dominate with that title and get that title over. And have John Cena put over Gunther on his way out. So there's my fantasy booking. But Cena's only got 4 appearances left. So he's got like 2 pay-per-view matches and 2 episodes of Raw, and that's it.
You'll need a top-notch team to win this one.
They call me D-Top now, but Daredevil will do.
So, the fact that the Holy Trinity shares a will and an energy means that all of the actions... So, first of all, will and energy are functions of nature.
30 seconds before you attack. Get ready.
So, if they share one nature, they're also going to share one will and one energy. But also,
It's rituals, Namor, as you are well aware.
the all 3 persons of the Holy Trinity participate in all of the divine energies and all of the divine actions.
The battle starts
Not all in the
now.
same way,
4, 3,
right? So yes,
2,
the Son becomes incarnate. The Father and the Holy Spirit do not. But the Father and the Holy Spirit are involved. Right? They're not passive. It's not an independent action that the Son takes.
Justice.
Right, without the other 2. But to give you an example, a concrete example, according to the New Testament, who raised Jesus from the dead? Who raised Christ from the dead? Well, it depends on what verse you're looking at, right? So some places it says that Jesus raised himself from the dead, right? Christ says in St. John's Gospel that no one takes his life from him.
You still have to deal with the devil.
Right? He lays his life down, he can take it up again.
I see you.
Right? There are also passages that say, like in Acts, in St. Peter's sermon, that God the Father raised him from the dead. 1 Corinthians 15, the Holy Spirit is involved in raising Christ from the dead. And those aren't contradictory, because they were all involved. It was an action of the Holy Trinity. As are all divine actions, right, is the idea.
I'll be ship-shape in no time. Sorry. I demand a retrial.
So there's never an instance where one of the divine energies, right, like God the Father loves you, right, but, you know, the Holy Spirit maybe not so much, right? Like, that doesn't make any sense, Trinitarianly speaking, right? And, yes, exactly. That is one of the many reasons why why PSA just fundamentally does not work. Penal substitutionary atonement does not work from a Trinitarian perspective. You have to have a different doctrine of the Trinity. And lo and behold, Reformed people who believe PSA have a different doctrine of the Trinity. Right? Calvin, who really codifies full-blown PSA, also argues that the Son is aptotheos, right? And argues against eternal generation. So, yeah.
We are undefeatable!
Heals would be cool in this game, but I'm not going to hold my breath. This is the one problem with Daredevil, is because he's melee, it's sort of the same issue I have with Wolverine, and to a lesser extent Iron Fist. Not issue as in, like, I think they're a bad character, but that makes them more difficult to play, is the fact that they're melee, so you have to be up in melee range to be effective, makes them very heal dependent. If you don't get any heals at all, you're not going to have a good time. You can generate bonus health with Daredevil the same way you can with Iron Fist, but ultimately you need some heals going if you're going to get in the middle of the group. You can't sort of stand back and do DPS. Like, look how low my health is right now, and like nobody's even trying to heal me. Well, you have sort of the problem that tanks have. If you've ever played this game and tried to tank without heals, you know, like, it's horrible, right? But it's even worse if you're melee DPS, because you have less health, so you die faster.
Of course, Mark called in Khonshu.
Final 10 seconds!
Khonshu will plague us no more.
You'll have to keep fighting until we have a winner.
Our enemies are near.
We are undefeatable! Pure chaos!
Like, I can't get a heal to save my life in this game.
That nest is toast.
The moon haunts you.
Man of 1,000 heresies, I'm gonna need you to pocket heal me. Yeah, Doc Branson's videos are definitely sort of a must watch. On the Trinity. Yeah, well, all play in this game is supposed your party is supposed to be working together. Especially on quick play, that doesn't happen so much. It's better once you get past entry level and competitive. It gets a little better. Know your limitations when you're playing younger people. If you're playing Marvel Rivals, don't try and play Spider-Man. If you're in your 40s, you've seen me play Spider-Man probably on this channel. So, yeah, know your limitations, play to your strengths, practice your aim. Pretty much every game will get better if you get better at aiming.
30 seconds before you attack.
If your aim is really bad, and you're playing a game like this, play a character like, say, Cloak and Dagger or Scarlet Witch, where you have assisted aiming, basically built into the character.
Trying to figure out who's in charge, the man or the symbiote.
We are equals. A powerful war not only brings out the best in us.
Or the worst. I learned
The battle starts in 5, 4, 3, 2.
Yeah, never have voice chat on.
All you need to do is capture the mission area.
Not
Good.
once.
I hope this is important. Reed and I had a date night planned.
Yeah, find a character, whether it's this game or any game, right? Because there's going to be different character types. Even if you're playing, like, COD or something, there's different, you know, character types. Find the one that works for your play style. Like, I really do best when I'm tanking. Honestly. Like, if you go and watch, like, when I'm not answering questions and streaming, when I'm just straight up playing, if you go and watch, like, the games on my YouTube channel where it's just me playing and I'm actually focusing, like, you can tell, I don't know, I've never had it on very long.
Mission area.
I don't think it's that bad, but it's not good. But yeah, if you watch my games on YouTube, I realize I'm a much better tank player than anything else.
You're welcome.
It's much better.
But so find out what you're best at. Trisha tends to heal. She always says she doesn't want to, but she pretty much does. Yeah, do not have a female voice on voice chat in any game.
I see you.
Fucking hurt.
Although I do have to say, it was Trisha actually talking on voice chat that caused me to start hitting on her in World of Warcraft, which ended up with us getting married. So, you know, there's two sides there. There's two sides there.
Fucking nasty.
Oh yeah, she was dating somebody else at the time.
A fine victory. We have earned a little pride.
My policy was always, as a single guy, was, what's your man got to do with me? I ain't trying to hear that. I mean, unless you were married. I'm not talking about, like, married women, but, like, dating? Psh.
You've been sentenced to
That's none of my business.
We
scratch my back.
Shields up!
On the hunt.
Captured more than half of the mission area. Keep going. We are undefeatable!
Blind justice.
Racking them up.
It can indeed happen.
There's still work to be done.
The area's almost yours!
But yeah, so I mean, if a woman is dating another person, right, and she's happy in that relationship, then she's just going to ignore you or tell you to buzz off when you hit on her, right? But if she's not happy in that relationship, right, then that's a whole different story, right? And because people tend to not want to be quote-unquote single, right? And so
You still have to deal with the devil.
they will sort of linger in a dead relationship for long periods of time rather than actually break it off and have to be single, right? And so if some lovely young woman is in a dead relationship, you can help facilitate. You can be the one who helps facilitate her finally getting out of that, making a clean break. For any unmarried men on the channel.
Double KO!
I don't know why I would suspect there might be unmarried men watching me play Marvel Rivals on a Friday night, but just in case.
What would Foggy and Karen think if they could see me now?
Seconds before you attack. Get ready.
Worth checking this place out.
When we're done here, you're welcome to join us back at the Baxter building.
Thanks for the offer, but I'm needed on the streets. Innocent lives
Yeah.
hanging.
Well, again, if you're a monastic novice, I don't know why you're watching me play video games on a Friday night, but it is possible,
But not
I
on
suppose.
my watch.
The battle starts in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All you need to do is capture the mission area. Got it?
Intruders detected. So there are 2 dooms, huh? Sounds like overpopulation.
Wrath of the beast!
You could also throw your stick like that and bounce it around. Yes, definitely World of Warcraft over Tinder. Yeah, at the Antiochian Men's Retreat last year, I was on a panel with my bishop and 2 other priests, and somebody asked the panel for advice on finding a wife. And I said, well, I just have to go with my own personal experience, right? Which is buy a copy of World of Warcraft, make an account, learn to tank, right? Like,
By the eye of Agamotto.
my bishop did not know what I was talking about, but could see that the audience was enjoying my answer, and so went along with it.
I count a few too many of them.
Shields up!
Hell, it'll be on the count.
No worries, I've got your back.
You're on my radar.
Capture the mission area!
Justice. I think I could go a few more rounds.
So the next game after this one will probably be the last game for the night. So if you have any questions about anything, now's the time.
Hey, team! Enjoy the airplane!
Glad to take some protection.
Yes. I am an old man. I don't use... Discord is too much like social media to me. And I abominate social media, so...
Take a look behind.
Back to my old self. Dad would have been proud of that hit.
Vortex field.
Let's do this. I see. Let the double. Oh!
You deserve the credit, not me.
We are undefeatable! It is awesome. Gather around! Keep capturing.
Of course I have heard of Marvel 1602.
Keep going.
Originated by the now canceled Neil Gaiman. In fact, I just saw the 1602 universe in something. Which is basically just a Marvel universe but set in 1602. So it's like... Basically Doctor Strange is a stand-in for John Dee and... that kind of thing.
Glory's almost yours!
By the eye of Agamotto.
I do have to give props to the other team's Magneto. I don't know whether we're going to win or lose this, but the other team's Magneto is really good. It is pretty clutch at bubbling people. Yeah, I mean, it's kind of a fun what-if kind of thing.
Let's keep fighting until we have a winner.
1602. I'm just finishing reading. Like, I'll probably finish it tonight. I've been reading through the big Marvel Cosmic Epic. So, like, between 2008, Marvel gave all of its space characters to Dan Abnett and Andy Lanning, these two writers, to basically do what they wanted to do. And so they wrote this series of four big epic storylines. And brought back all these characters, created the Guardians of the Galaxy, like from the movies.
30 seconds before you attack. Get ready.
All that stuff comes out of these stories, and all those stories together make up 5 omnibuses, 5 big hardcovers, like more than 1,000 pages each. This huge, sprawling, like space epic, like sci-fi space epic. And I'm in I'm almost done with the 5th one. I'm almost done rereading the whole thing, and it's pretty amazing, especially when you read them all the way through. Started with Annihilation, then Annihilation Conquest, then Prelude to War of Kings, and Realm of Kings are the 5 parts. So the book that Doc Branson and I worked together on a chapter of. I still don't know how much I'm supposed to say, but I will say this: it is one of those 5 views on blank books, and it is currently at the printer, I think, so it's coming out soon. But I don't know if I'm allowed to say more than that yet. And by allowed, I mean like I signed an NDA thing. So.
Back to my old self.
Seriously, stay away from my scud.
Justice never rests.
We are undefeatable! Control lost!
What am I? Invisible?
You're on my radar. You still have to deal with the devil.
What's Father Andrew's next book?
Someone scratch my back.
I think I know what his next book is, but now I'm questioning myself.
Team play.
Your team's capture progress has passed the halfway point.
I think he's doing that younger reader's book.
You deserve the credit, not me.
By the eye of Agamotto!
Keep going. Double KO.
It's much better. Watch your tail.
Shields up.
It's up.
A little help, please.
The easiest language for an English speaker to learn is probably Latin.
Maximum pulse!
After that, probably Greek. Well, if you're not good at Latin, so if you hate Latin because of all the cases and declensions and stuff, okay, then you might want to try Hebrew. Because, see, Hebrew for me was much more difficult because Hebrew, almost all of Hebrew is written in a weird poetry. So, if you like less structure and stuff, Father Andrew, way before, not with Man of 1,000 Heresies, no. I would not want to get that close, I would not want to come into physical contact. But yeah, lots of people on my way through who I studied with, if they had a lot of trouble with Latin and Greek, they liked Hebrew a lot. And vice versa. Hebrew was a lot harder for me. Now, once you get one Semitic language, the other Semitic languages are a lot easier. Sort of the way once you learn Latin, picking up things like Spanish and Italian and stuff is relatively easy. Okay, this is going to be the last game, folks. So you know what that means. Okay, I'm playing Mantis. But, well, Hebrew, I think, is very important at reading anything in the Bible. And, as I said, once you get Hebrew,
Hero or villain,
if you really get Hebrew down,
Life energy is a powerful weapon against evil.
you can then pick up other Semitic languages with relative ease. So you can potentially pick up Arabic, you can pick up Syriac and read the Syriac Fathers, and Syriac liturgics. So within the Orthodox world, getting some Semitic language training under your belt is actually can be very helpful.
Martial arts sharpens your mind.
30 seconds before you attack. Get ready.
Yeah, that's a high bar. He's got to come up with 4,000 more heresies now.
Sure can. Heck, some days I'm better at talking to them than I am to other humans.
Do you mind asking them to keep it down? It's hard to focus with all this squeaking.
Oh, right. Sorry. You heard the man with the horns?
It can be.
Starts in 5, 4, 3, 2.
Hebrew, if you pick up some Semitic languages, can be more useful than Greek. Because like I said, there's lots of Syriac fathers. There's lots of Syriac liturgics. There's lots of... Right? So there's a whole other strand.
Heads up, hostiles. I'm good to go.
Feeling stronger already. Looks like the mission area is yours to capture now. Next, I see a portal. Double KO. Chin up.
Ooh, a touch of healing.
The mission area is yours.
This is where I make my stand.
Power.
Hey, any healers around?
I am healed.
Unite.
Let me help.
Our enemies are near. I can feel them. Bump in the road. That's much better. I require some aid.
I am wounded.
Need some
Who will help?
firepower.
I feel better already.
We don't
Help
touch it.
is here. Ooh, a touch of healing.
Every single time, Frank. Lots of magic. I'm good to go.
You've captured more than half of the mission area. Keep going.
Let me help.
That's my way.
I am healed.
This is time to deliver it. Cosmic Centaurs. I can feel them getting closer.
Let me help.
That's much better.
You needed some help, didn't you?
The area's almost yours. Too fast for you.
Armed and dangerous! Watch your back.
We are undefeatable. You'll have to keep fighting until we have a winner. Help is here.
Scraped off.
My mic's working. I didn't see were there questions. I was kind of focused in. Why did Christ send the demons into pigs? Well,
I like it.
so one of the interesting things in that story is that Christ is merciful even to the demons.
30 seconds before you attack. Get ready.
So, yeah, the idea is Christ is merciful, but the demons are demons, right? And so all they could do is lead things to destruction. So the pigs end up getting destroyed and end up, you know, end up in the abyss anyway. Right?
The battle starts in 5.
So despite
3.
Christ's attempt to be merciful even to them.
All you need to do is capture the mission area. Got it?
I mean, the closest Indo-European language equivalent to Semitic languages, probably like the Romance languages, right? Like if you learn Latin, then picking up Spanish, French, Italian, etc. is relatively easy. Or if you learn one of those, like if you become fluent in Spanish and you decide you want to go back and do Latin, right? Like that kind of thing.
My life energy flows stronger.
Let the devil out!
Be right there. Mission area.
Or, you know, like Old English and Dutch and Frisian, but that's pretty obscure. So I think the Romance languages are probably the closest equivalent.
I'm doing this my way!
So I've made the comparison before between like Sanskrit and Akkadian. Akkadian being sort of the Ur-Semitic language. And then Sanskrit being the equivalent. But admittedly, I am not an Indo-European language nerd, right? I say that based on my understanding. I haven't studied Sanskrit, right? I'm not claiming I've read Sanskrit, you know? But I've had language professors, some of the languages I learned, some of the language professors I learned from were people with PhDs in linguistics, right? So they knew a lot about languages and knew a lot of languages beyond the languages that they were teaching me at the time. And so that's where I get some of that idea of those relationships, right?
Against the world! We are undefeatable!
Some assistance, please.
Help, friends! You captured more than half of the mission area. Keep going. I feel vulnerable. Chin up. Team, they are taking over the area. Be swift. You don't have to fight alone.
Judge! Executioner!
I don't know, we'll see what happens on a third PhD. I've thought about going and doing history at LSU or something. But we'll see. Oh, Tool definitely. Tool definitely over Perfect Circle. Perfect Circle, frankly, is a mixed bag. I like Perfect Circle. A Perfect Circle. I like it a lot, but there have been some misses, and I don't feel like there are any Tool misses.
Built myself a new body. Like it? Let me help. You'll have to keep fighting until we have a winner. Some help, didn't you? Disappear!
Castle here.
Oh, perfect.
Oh, I'm sure someplace offers a PhD in culinary arts. Or, you know, gastronomic science or something.
Much better.
We did it. The area's almost yours. Goodbye.
This time I need healing.
Let me help. I appreciate you. We are undefeated fighting until we have a winner. Teams, they are taking us against the world! Let me help.
Ah, that's better.
Our enemies are near. I can feel them.
Yes, breakfast baked beans is an interesting British thing. Their bacon isn't real bacon either. I was robbed. I think I was robbed of MVP, but that's okay. Well, it's just sort of this ham disc that they call bacon. It's even less bacon than what the Canadians call bacon. It is just like not at all bacon. You can. You can. Again, it's just like it's a thin ham disc. Fried in such a way that it becomes kind of concave. It's like Captain America's shield. But made of thin ham. Upside down. But yes, that is our stream for this evening. I don't know when I'll be back. Who knows? Might try and get one in sometime this week. Although it's looking like this week I'm going to be on Cleave to Antiquities channel live on Tuesday night, and I might be on another channel live on Thursday night. So I don't know if I'll be able to stream or not, but we'll see what happens. See what happens. Could be at an odd time. Who knows? Yeah, it is like bad fried bologna. Yeah. If you could contemplate such a thing. But anyway, thank you everybody.